This is the last time I'm doing this.
Huh?
Ntasa, just since jam. Anyhow, this is what's happening around you, Pam. What do we have happening?
Well, we have the police that is holding their address. Usually on Mondays, they get to update the nation on the state of affairs when it comes to crime. And the police spokesperson, Chituma Rusoke, is speaking about several issues. For starters, we know that the Kawempe North campaigns are still ongoing.
Yes.
And candidates are going around campaigning. Some are doing door-to-door, like you've seen the NRM candidate, and holding rallies at the same time. Then you've seen those that are doing rallies. Everybody has their own style of reaching out to their electorates. We have 9 candidates who are seeking to take over Sejirinya's position as the Kawempe North MP. And, well, Chituma Rusoke today was stating that following the violence that has been happening in Kawempe North and the elections that are drawing closer, that is by Thursday this week, which will be 13th of March, police is going to be heavily on the ground. And he says that they're going to start by deploying superintendents from the rank of superintendents of police, especially linking them to the candidates, as in assigning police officers to some of these candidates to move with them, so that in case there is a spark of violence or anything, they can be able to bring it under control.
To work closely with the Uganda Police Force. We have designated the police officers at the rank of Superintendent of Police at all the 9 parishes in Kawempe North to coordinate security. So we shall be linking these officers to the candidates. Elections are a very challenging exercise. Sometimes they can explode into something. So understand, anything can emerge from anywhere, a spark. And then you have a conflict, and at times that conflict can go violent, occasioning injuries. It is our prayer that we avoid all this. Let's try to see that we correct our mistakes.
And of course, we shall be here to keep you posted about what's happening. The D-Day is very close, just 3 days from today. Rokuna, we're going to go ahead
I think, but you see, this thing of violence is a two-way street thing.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
We need all, let's say, all stakeholders, the candidates first of all. The way that you incite your supporters is how they're going to behave. So if you're inciting them into violence, they'll most likely, because they want you to be their next leader. So the candidates, the very people themselves, who are, just want to wake up, go and cast their ballot, or not even cast their ballot, but they just want to open their business and make money for the day. So at the end of the day, when there is a traffic jam, when there is violence, when there is gunshots here and there, people are stoning,
being thrown,
and you know, it affects the local person who wants to make a kalukumi for the day, or 2,000 shillings to go and feed their family. So at the end of the day, people, all stakeholders should be involved to ensure that it is peaceful. Even the very security guys, the commanders of these operations, I think maybe there needs to be operations with a little bit of humanity attached to it. That if I am attacking you, Henry, you don't have a club, you don't have a stone, you don't have anything, and you're resisting arrest,
I don't have a club.
I shouldn't come before you.
What is a club?
These very heavy sticks that somebody...
There are days you come when you're on fire.
Yeah,
What did you just say?
Yay!
Stick.
Henry!
Anyhow,
Really?
what else do we have happening in this beautiful country?
Well, we do have also courts today where the Ingrid Turinawe, veteran politician, Deputy Lord Mayor of Kampala, Nyanjura Dorin, and 3 others, there are about 5 women, have appeared in court today, and they were seeking bail. Remember, these women were involved not so long ago in protests, Kiza Besigye protests, and protests for the NUP or political prisoners who have been held following the court ruling by the Supreme Court for not trying civilians before the court martial. So these people went on the streets, they took to the streets and protested in their T-shirts, and they were demanding that, you know, we want Kiza Besigye released and other political prisoners following the court ruling. Now, as it stands, they are before the Buganda Road Court. However, our reporter Aminana Lule says that they are seeking bail. They are presented some of their sureties, but the state has been firm on its stand that they shouldn't get bail right now for certain reasons. And what we can say right now, though I cannot substantiate or state the facts fully. but they have been sent on remand.
Oh, wow.
Well, we'll see if how that plays out.
Fiona A1 faces similar charges on the court 1 for this honorable court.
I've always wondered what happens when you sneeze in court. Like you hear how people are quiet?
No, people sneeze, people cough, people... eh? Actually, Minanale is saying that the proceedings are still going on. They are presenting their sureties before the court, and we'll see if they will be able to get bail. But their case is bailable.
Okay.
So it's probable that they'll get bail. Remember, the last time they appeared, they were supposed to appear. They did not. Prisons didn't bring them because they had these T-shirts, these political T-shirts that they were with, putting on with the provocative words. So the prisons authority said, no, we can't take you unless you change.
Okay.
We're even willing to provide you with clothes to change. But they refused.
Okay.
So the prisons could not bring them.
We shall keep you posted.
Today you can see that they are putting on those blue, like plain blue T-shirts.
What else do we have happening in this country?
Well, what else we have is police speaking out on Muvawala Charles. Remember last week on Friday, this man is he was dumped at Bulisa. He was kidnapped, allegedly kidnapped by unknown captors. These people are allegedly tortured him, the way we have seen certain figures within the National Unity platform stating that when they found him, he had torture marks all over his body, and they're alleging that security forces are probably behind his kidnap. However, we've had security forces like a UPDF Major General Felix Kulaije saying that we do not have anything to do with his arrest or kidnap or torture or whatsoever. Police as well has spoken out about it. They say that the driver of Muvawala did come and report to them the day of his kidnap, the night of his kidnap, and he was at a sauna bar, and that was about 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Then he leaves the bar and tells his driver, I am going to an ATM card to withdraw some money. So when he gets out, he speaks to a certain group of people, and then who have not yet to be identified. That's according to CCTV footage, and then he proceeds to where he's going. They search for him, but he's nowhere. His driver tries calling him and he's nowhere, and then he's later dumped in Bulisa. So police is taking keen interest in the case. They're saying since he was recovered in Bulisa with torture marks, they are calling on him to come to police and file a case, because his driver who filed the case has since referred them back to the NUP, saying if you want any details on this case, go to NUP Secretary General Louis Rubongoya, or go to the spokesperson, deputy spokesperson for the NUP.
Mr. Muvawala leaves the bar, then meets some people whom we have not yet identified, and he has a short conversation with them. He then took a motorcycle. When we wanted to re-engage Mr. Businge, the driver, he advised us that for any further details, we should get in touch with the Secretary General of NUP, Mr. Rubongoya, and the Deputy Spokesperson. At our appeal is if he can come along, and we carry out investigations, because speculations is that he was tortured, he has the torture marks, but the police doors are open to listen to his side of the story, and we see how much we can help.
That is what's happening around you. The rest we shall keep you posted. It's Galaxy FM UG on Instagram and X, and of course not forgetting 100.2 on Facebook, and Galaxy FM /TV on our YouTube channel. Pamela will be back later on in the day to keep you posted. This is the day when we are allowed to be flabbergasted. Do you want to Kwemorugunya about anything?
Well, you've also used the heavy one.
No, but yours was
heavy. Mine was just simple.
How can you call a stick a club?
No, a club is not a stick.
Okay, a huge stick.
These two words, yeah, they are two different things.
I've also gone within the deepest part of my English and got the kawad.
The kawad. The word.
Oyagala Kwemorugunya. Oina chukute squeeze chuyagala kuyombera. We'll do that in the next hour. We call it Expression Mondays. Do you want to express yourself?
For me, I don't know whether it's a chinkute squeeze, but there's something nagged me this morning.
Tell me about it. No, it's okay. You tell me.
No, let me
Aren't
not
we
say
bad
it.
days?
Let me not
You've
say
already
it.
crossed the line, so we are not going to release you until you tell us. What nagged you this morning?
No, I actually have this. I don't know if she'll do and talk to me again.
Okay. It's a maid?
No,
It's a friend?
This neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? This.
It's okay.
Neda.
No, tell me, Pamela, it's just me and you against the world. So what does the neighbor do?
Now, this neighbor of mine, you know the Kawempe. Yeah? So I think she made 2 appointments.
Oh.
Yeah? 2 appointments for 2 niggas to show up. And one shows up, parks his car there.
Wow.
And then the next one also comes. And the next one, Bambi is knocking at the door, and she shuts the door, and she can't, and he's
Can't
saying,
open, yes.
whose car is this one? But the chick is quiet, she has
Wow.
closed the door, and
Wow.
she's with somebody else
Wow.
inside. I'm like,
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
Like, why
Wow.
do we do such things?
Wow.
I know
Wow.
you're a single girl, and you're
Okay,
in the
so
market.
where do you come in this conversation?
Like, I feel bad for the guy.
Over you offered refuge to the other one. It's the beautiful sounds of Kenneth Mugabe and the Raps. Chikute Squeeze, let's talk about it.
Zina.
Mr. Henry.